What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring Kita Edition. Alright, so the reason I'm hanging out over here, sorry, let me turn on my HUD. I was doing some lore stuff a moment ago, just found some crazy stuff, is because I actually got a tip from Sire Rainfire on Twitter. Thank you so much. Remember how I was asking about what was behind the area in the starting area, so the stranded graveyard, right? So we have to go down here, and the reason I didn't think you could is because most spots you'll die that I'm aware of if you drop down here. This is the one spot I was able to find, and it's thanks to him that I even tried it and attempted it. Also, I got a comment in the last episode that I had a golden seed I hadn't used. I haven't used it yet because I need 2 right now, and I only have 1. So the amount of golden seeds you need actually changes and goes up the higher or the more flasks that you get. I also found out some things that are worth saying with that. Nothing spoiler really I think, but like it's just worth saying that you actually can get more golden seeds. Ash of War Gravitas from this guy. Let me look at that first. But Gravitas, skill originating from the Alabaster Lords, who had Skin of Stone. And we also met one of these guys earlier. Thrust armament into the ground to create a gravity well. In addition to dealing damage, this attack pulls enemies in. Sick. Okay, I think that one was actually in the network test, actually. I think I remember using that one in that. So, basically, I found out a whole host of things, but recently, I'm actually recording this way later than I meant to. Alright, so here's how you get to this item, the Halig Drake Talisman. Alright, let's go to that. The Halig Drake Talisman. It's going to be the same lore as the Flame Drake one I read earlier about the ancient dragons. Except for that, this one protects against holy damage. So that's what it is, and now we know. So thank you so much, Sire Rainfire. I really appreciate it. There are 2 dungeons around here I actually missed, so I'm gonna go back here because, first of all, somehow I managed to miss like the Tombsword runes, I think, which is just like wild. Oh no, sorry, not that one. It's this one that I missed. That's the wild one. And then there's an area up there, so I'm gonna go there first to continue the Weeping Peninsula. Yeah, and I also wanted to talk about some of the craziness in a sense. Number one, the first thing to mention is just that the game is way bigger than I thought. So there's an area I thought was the end game area, basically, and I was holding off on beating it. And I was talking to one of my coworkers at GameSpot, Billy Givens, and he revealed to me that is not the end of the game. I was like, this has to be, so I wasn't doing it, and I was trying to do all the side content I could first. And finally, I was like, all right, whatever, I'll try it. Fine, as long as you say and promise it's not the end, because I still have so much stuff I have to do in the game. And it is not, it's insane. It's insane. I cannot believe how big this game is. It's actually unbelievable. Okay, I'm going the wrong way here. I was like, why can't I go down? It's unbelievable how big the game is. I'm now like 96 hours in the game. I also found like this insane like side quest thing, like a secret passage that he didn't know about. He's a little further than me. He's like 110 hours in, and I was like, dude, did you find this? And pass that off, and it's just like, it is so wild how much stuff is in this game. You know what? I'm gonna actually do it from Morne Tunnel. Actually, it seems like that's gonna be the fastest route here. I cannot believe the size of this game. Almost just fell off. Hey. oh, I see why. Okay. I forgot that I start at the bottom of the tunnel here. It's wild. And then like there's this statue I couldn't figure out. He helped me like reveal that in a later part of the game that had this like major lore thing behind it now, where I'm like, what does this mean? And trying to figure out there's so many crazy revelations, so many secrets, so many areas you don't even need to go to. It's just like, it is wild to me how much I've been discovering since like every time I play. It's like at this point in the game where I'm at, it's like, what? And then there's another giant area. I'm like, what? It's just insane. Something else I found out, by the way, I never knew. and I'm going to post this in the video. Let me know if you guys knew this, because I didn't know this until someone actually told me this. I knew you could press R1 to hit that way and R2 for this attack. I did not know, because I'm so used to L1 and L2 being associated with your left-hand weapon, that actually lets you hit to the left of your horse and a heavier strike to the left of your horse. I didn't know that! So, yeah, if you guys knew that, just let me know. I'm curious if I'm the dum-dum here, but I cannot believe that, like, I didn't know that. Or if that's actually, like, worth mentioning in a video for people who are dumb like me. Oh, ooh, what's this? A Faith Knot Crystal Tear? I don't think I've found that in my main game. I can't believe how much is in this. Temporarily boosts faith in your wondrous physic. Okay, all right. So what I'm trying to do over right now is there's a dungeon over here in this area. I just can't remember exactly where it is, so I'm trying to find the dungeon. It might actually be on top of that, I guess. I just kind of glanced at my map and I was like, oh, right, there's like a dungeon here I forgot to go to. Or I missed going to. So I'm trying to find that. I want to look at my map so I can glance at it. So I'm going to have to kill some guys. Maybe it's like in this area. Here. It's cool that I just basically found something new by accident. Oh, here we go. This will help us. This guy will show me where it is. Now I can show you how this works, because last time I wasn't able to. We're good, we're good. Basically, he's going to just start heading the direction with the footsteps and occasionally appear, but you're going to pay attention to the footsteps where he goes, and he's going to take you to where a dungeon is. Oh, here we go, so it's going to be down here. Once you kind of have it figured out, you can just run past it, because he's very, very, very slow. So you don't need to wait for that. Earthbore Cave. Yeah, so I missed this. I found it in my main game, but again, I just totally forgotten about it, so. Okay, great. Oh my god. It was starting to rest at the site of grace, so I thought it was okay. I guess good thing I activated it there. I think that makes it so you rest there, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna also, because people were talking about my buddy, so Roboman was talking about my boy Blythe, which I think is pronounced Blythe, like a V. It sounds like to me that's what they're saying. Anyways, basically, oh right, I forgot about this. I totally forgot about that trap. And there's not even anything good in that chest either. Well, lucky me, these rats all seem to be asleep, I guess? Anyways, he was just telling me about Darwell. I'm trying to look at some comments, too, so I can start talking about them a little bit. I don't know why the rats are being so nice to me right now, but I guess I appreciate it. After I just dropped in on their domain. So, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, so another thing is people were talking to me about the pouch and asking why I wasn't using it for things. Honestly, I hadn't really figured it out yet. I just wasn't using it that much, and I didn't like the lantern in my quick select. I'm really used to everything else in my quick select at this point. However, I do think that the lantern is good for your pouch. Because that way then you can, like, to me, I want all the other stuff, especially my steed, on my quick select. I just like that. But for the lantern, this feels like a good spot for it because I don't use it all the time. I still actually like the torch, to be honest, but the torch gives you a little more light than the lantern. And I pretty much two-hand anyways most of the time, so it's pretty easy for me to switch between the two. But yeah, so basically, that's why I wasn't using the pouches. I just didn't really know the mechanic yet, and that's another thing that I kind of have been learning is some of these new mechanics that aren't vital, but helpful. Like that left swing, I can't believe I didn't know that. That's just, like, ridiculous to me. I don't know, actually, to be honest, I think that this might hurt your ability to sneak up on enemies when you have a light on. I'm not positive on that. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I think. That's the other reason I don't always turn it on now, because sometimes when I want to sneak up on an enemy, I'll just like, it's easy enough for me to just go back to two-handing. Yeah, this dungeon, this Earthborn dungeon goes nice and down. So I turned down my audio mixing, by the way, in the game. Before it was on 5 and 7 here. I changed it to 3 and 5, and hopefully that means I can just generally have the audio of the game higher. Oh god, the bear. I totally forgot the bear was the boss of this area. He's a normal enemy. I mean, we saw him in Mistwood. It's just, he can be pretty tough. Yeah. Rune Bear. And I just don't have him memorized, because honestly, when I got to this area, I think I was like over-leveled. So, normally when I fight these guys, I'm way OP. So that doesn't help for like getting their patterns down, because you don't have to, you know? It's like, I don't need to. I know the pattern. And outside, I just run around on my horse to fight them, too. So that's another reason I don't have the pattern down for this guy. So we might be seeing the death early on here. Maybe I shouldn't have found this Earthborn cave. Just so I could look badass. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. No, 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 no. Wow, okay. That was purely luck, to be honest. I would really like it if I stun this guy, but I don't think it's going to happen. Come on, chug, 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 chug. You know, the other thing is it might be helpful if I ran around behind him instead of doing what I'm doing. Okay, that was bad. I was just hoping beyond hope that he was at the point where I could stun him, to be honest, because he still hasn't been staggered yet. All right, there we go. Oh, oof. I was really at the point where I didn't think I could take him out. Hey, look, Spelldrake Talisman. We got another talisman in the same class of the other one. So, here. Let me go here. So you can see this one boosts your magical damage negation. So again, same description about the dragons, but now we have one for magic, one for fire, and one for holy. So we're doing it. We're doing it. Also, we get Trina's Lily. If I haven't looked at the item description yet, which I don't believe I have, basically it just says it's very rare and it's all about Trina. A symbol of faith in Saint Trina. Exceedingly rare to find. A light purple water lily that is on the verge of wilting. I don't think I've really found anything else about Saint Trina yet, so I don't think there's much I can say about her yet. But yeah, I am still slowly finding out things, like I said, on my main game that I can hopefully talk about. Also, I do want to say thank you to everybody who's congratulating me for my wedding and saying thank you. Just thank you to all of you guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm super excited about it. So, yeah, thank you. All right, so Castle Morne, please, for this episode, by the way, from No Nonsense. And, hey, that's where I'm going to be going in a moment. Just got to finish this stuff up. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? Okay, so there's an NPC down here in this dungeon I'm going to who I haven't figured out how to progress the storyline of. So if any of you guys know, honestly, I would love to hear it, because I don't. So, yeah, and it's like super dope that you guys were able to help out with that other thing I was asking about. And did I talk to this guy? I don't remember. Oh, there it is, the tower. Finally, I can return home to our home bathed in rays of gold. My guess is he's talking about the capital city, Langdell, which we just visited and we were just at for a moment. Because it is like bathed in golden light up there. So that's my guess. Witchbane Ruins. So this is what I forgot to do. Oh, that was easy enough. I mean, they're pretty easy to beat anyways, but yeah, that just made it even easier. Oh, shit. No. Yeah, these guys, like, really quickly can stagger you off of your horse. Really, really quickly. I mean, they're not that hard, but when they get that cycle on you, it's just like, yeah, it's ruinous. But yeah, like I said, they really aren't hard. And they're pretty easy to kill. But when they get that combo, oof. Alright. And if you have your horse, by the way, you actually don't get poisoned when you go on stuff like that, so that's a nice thing. And yeah, these guys are marionettes, obviously by the marionette helm that I picked up. They're basically puppets. So, cylindrical helm of plate metal reinforced with a lattice, or lattice, I don't know the pronunciation to be honest, worn by marionette soldiers crafted to serve the sorcerers. The construction of this helm is remarkably crude. For a doll, the only thing that matters is that it does not break. That's actually interesting in this area that it has to do with sorcerers, and you guys will see why in just a moment. Spiked spear, that this is like a little sorcerer alcove. Weapon comprised of a spiked cylinder attached to a long pole. Weapon of the marionette soldiers employed by sorcerers. Okay, I just want to make sure that there's no other things or enemies here, because I just keep on wondering if maybe the reason I haven't been able to progress this is because I didn't kill everything around here, but I always think I do when I check, so I don't know. Poison blooms blooming because it's empoisoned. That's basically what you need to know about that. Alright, so let's go down here and see what is going on here, because I don't know how to progress this, but it's really interesting. First, let's pick up the ambush shard, which might tell us a little bit about what happened here. One of the night sorceries of Celia, Town of Sorcery. So these sorcerers are from Celia, not from Raya Lucaria, the ones who did this apparently. That's basically what this is telling me, at least. Celia is actually an area in Caelid, so here, just to show you guys the map. Caelid is going to be the area over here, this red region, to the east. And Celia is in there, so that's a town of sorcerers. Whereas Raya Lucaria, excuse me, is up here to the northwest. So, yeah, this is basically, to me, telling me that the ambush happened by Celia. The Celian sorcerers were assassins, and it is said they often hunted their fellows. So, I guess this might be a Celian sorceress here. Maybe I should come back since I finished the Celia stuff, I think.
It will do no good, I swear it. And yet you persist. You frothing degenerates.
So that's all she says. And I don't know how to make her move on and say something else. I tried hitting her, it didn't work. I tried hitting, like, breaking the shards, basically, that she's stuck to there. Didn't work. Yeah, I'm just not sure. So, I don't know if that's something I have to come back to. And if any of you guys have any thoughts, like, please share. Share it. I need to know. Alright, so let's go to Castle Morne now. If there's anything else I missed in the Weeping Peninsula... Oh, there is one more thing, actually. Remember how I was talking about there being the thing here, and potentially an item there? You guys have confirmed for me that there is, so let's actually get that first. And I am told the best way to do it is by using one of the launchers, basically, up on top. So, I guess you use this to try to get up there, which makes a lot of sense, so let's do that. Yeah, there it is. Nice, okay. So, the Great Turtle Shell. Awesome. Yeah, I definitely didn't get this in my personal game, so another thing I gotta go get. Amazing. Shield fashioned from a great turtle shell, the natural curve helps it contend with foes' attacks. The turtle is a symbol of tirelessness, and the shield boosts stamina recovery speed. Turtles are also considered to be smart creatures in this game, so... also, turtles are awesome, so it's very sad when you kill them. Warming Stone, I don't think I've looked at, so let's just glance at it real quick. Warming Stone. Rune fragment blessed with an incantation of the Two Fingers. It's said that the Earth Tree was once as warm as the gentle sun and would gradually heal all who bathed in its rays. Okay. So, I think also there's something I want to talk about with the Three Fingers, because remember how we just found out about those guys, right? Okay, so the Three Fingers is maddening, and that's related to the Flame of Frenzy. So I think, to my understanding, everything regarding Frenzy is going to be related to the Three Fingers, which is kind of like a different god sort of figure to the Two Fingers. I don't really know if that's the correct and best way to delegate them and say, like, okay, they're gods. I honestly don't know that yet, but, like, and I don't know if there's other fingers. I don't know if there's a 4 or 5 or a 1, but so far I know of a 2 and a 3. The 3 has gone insane and frenzied. And it's kind of like the theme behind the Three Fingers is like, I just want to watch the world burn sort of thing. Like, it's kind of like a Joker mentality in a way, from what I gather with the Three Fingers so far. Castle Morne here is under siege by these creatures, which I was wrong. They're not demi-humans. They have a different name that I'm not remembering at the moment, but we'll find out in a moment when we talk to the guy who's defending this area. So, yeah, all those corpses are dead soldiers who they have won over, basically. And you can see right there they've got Erdtree worshippers, which that guy's clearly is one of, up there. So, yeah, they've won this part of the battle at least, and they're gloating in victory over this castle, which they're trying to overtake. Because, yeah, the guy who is in charge, well, I guess, like, I think if I remember correctly, they were supposed to be allies with these guys, and basically these things just totally betrayed them and tried to take the castle. So, yeah. So these dogs always give me so much trouble. Alright, Smithing Stone 2, which is pretty nice. At this point, I could go level up my sword, but I'm not going to, even though I could. Okay, you know what? I should switch to the shield for these. I don't know why I wasn't doing that before. I kind of forgot about it because I've never used it in my other game. But it's so nice for the dogs. It really is like the key, I feel like, for dog time. Okay, over here we have a Mad Pumpkinhead who's very, very sad because of the war. But what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to wake him up and help him. Use him to help us fight, because he's fighting against these guys, so we're going to actually use that to our advantage here. So let me wake him up. And I could just kill him real quick, but instead what I'm going to do, again, is use him to help us take these guys out. Which you don't actually have to do to get further along here. I'm just going to... Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Come this way, please. So... they should start fighting when they get close enough. I mean, right now he's mad at me, obviously, but they should start attacking each other. Yeah, so right now they're taking him out for me, but I'd actually rather him take those guys out, to be honest. Granted, they're pretty easy by themselves, but it's fun to just see them fight. Alright, looks like he won. Alright, whatever, let's take him out. Oh, shoot, I didn't realize there was another one of these guys. Who's awake, I mean, ready to fight. Sanctuary Stone. I think that's what this specific one always drops. Alright, so we've taken care of that spot. Where the guy's on this side. Yeah, I'm trying to do my best not to make all these guys notice me. So it's not such an ambush. And yeah, you really don't have to fight them all. I just am. But not the best idea. Because you're just going to get ambushed. But you know... do it for you guys. And if you remember, this was this Miss Begotten that we fought earlier. So now he's a normal enemy here at Castle Morne. Nope. Oh, damn, damn, damn. Damn, damn, so close to not getting hit by him. Alright, what are you? Fire grease. Nice. Alright, and ladder over this way. We're not going to take that up, though. I'm going to show you where the ladder is by going this other way. So that ladder essentially acts as a shortcut. But again, I'm not going to use it because I'd rather go a different way where I can see more. So that's essentially why. So I think essentially this castle was originally in service of Godric. So again, more stuff with Godric in this area. Most of it that we're going to find out about, except for the frenzy stuff that we saw with the Three Fingers. most of it's going to relate to Godric. So, yeah, like this area was in control of Godric, essentially, like this whole area, and that's their lord, as we heard from the other guy, the lord of this whole region, even though a lot of them don't like Godric. I think that this guy doesn't mind him, but the guy in charge of this castle. A large sword with a long straight blade. This heavy sword is usually wielded with 2 hands. In addition to the heavy sweeping attack, it can also make a heavy piercing thrust. Okay, so I actually don't know. So this one requires more dexterity, but that's it. So I actually don't know which one's better, to be honest, or which one's going to eventually scale better and all that. Unfortunately, I don't have the answer. All right, more war stuff going on outside here. With these guys are going to start attacking each other. I'll let them fight for a moment. Oh, actually, the guy just fell off, huh? Well, I was going to let them fight each other, and that all worked out anyways. But we can use a lot of the war stuff going on to our advantage to let everybody here just hurt each other. And then get all the sweet, sweet runes from everybody who dies. So, you know, really take advantage of that. Yeah, here we go. Back to more warring up here. Let's see. Who would be the worst to deal with? I'll take out those first. That's basically the way I'm doing this. The ones who are the most annoying to kill, they'll die first. And, yeah, then I'll take care of the easier ones. Okay, these guys are all simple. Oh, great. Double miss Begottens here. Oh, wait. I forgot about this guy just... I don't know what he was attacking. I thought maybe there'd be like an enemy on the ground or a dead enemy or something. That would have made a lot more sense. Steel wire torch here. This is the torch I was thinking of before that has the cool flame attack, which I can show you guys in a moment. Yeah, this guy didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry. I just want your runes, man. I know he'd attack me anyways, so. I also tried doing this war thing to see if something happened differently. By the way, I'm still medium load. Cool. Check out this. This is what you can do with this torch. Hell yeah. I pretty much never use it, but it's badass, right? Here, some more visual storytelling here, by the way. With the hanging soldiers there. Foot soldier greaves. Alright, let's take a look at that. Metal greaves that have already been mended countless times. Wiley issued the foot soldiers in a lord's army. So, pretty generic, I guess. Not every item description is going to have, like, a full, super interesting lore. It's kind of just going to describe the item to the most bare-bones degree sometimes, which is what that one did. So, this area that I just explored up there, that's the area, and I don't think there's any other spot that I can specifically find up there from traveling up the way I did, but this is the ladder before that I was talking about. This is what it actually links to. So you can fully skip this area pretty easily that I just explored. I feel like this area, Castle Morne, is basically like a mini legacy dungeon in its size. So this is much larger than a lot of the other dungeons that we find. These guys can be a little annoying, so I'm going to try to get just one of them by themselves. Just kind of bait them over here. Just because they're flying makes them, yeah, kind of a hassle. Great, I didn't think you'd be able to hit me. That's cool. No. Sometimes when you drop them, it just immediately, like, yeah, it just immediately causes a heavy stagger on them, which makes sense. I love how I just have a giant arrow sticking out of me. That is incredible. Okay, so if I want, at this point, I could drop down here and go to that Site of Grace. It's funny, I realize I guess I keep saying Shrine of Graces. I'm always saying the wrong thing. I guess I could go down this way too, now that I think about it. I don't know if I've gone this way on my own. I wonder if I noticed this or not. Well, let's do it now. I feel like I must have seen it at some point, but clearly not this time. Or at least this time, I should say I am. That's what I get for not targeting all the time. Oh yeah, this guy is plowing into a body. That's awesome. I guess the other one was. Smithing stone 2. Okay, so it's pretty nice and worth it. Oh, actually, I guess if you can leap there and survive, that's a pretty big shortcut. But I better get the Site of Grace. And I think I already attacked everything down there. Yeah, that's the ladder up over that way. So nothing really there. And yeah, this is just another direction for where the Site of Grace is going to go. And let's see what this does. Again, just takes us to that ladder there. So nothing really there. Alright. I guess it's basically just for a smithing stone too. Which, you know, not bad. Not bad, if I say so myself. Not bad. Alright. And let's break through. Let's go to the war. I heard there's a party going on over here, and I want in. Okay, a lot of the guys are gone. I guess they're dead. To be honest, I think that this guy's a little more difficult, so I'm gonna help out the bad guys here. I mean, I don't know. They're all kind of bad because they all fight you no matter what, so I don't know. It's not like I'm on any particular side here. And yeah, usually there's more people fighting up here, but I guess they all just killed each other or something because I'm not seeing them. What happens if you drop down there? Nothing. It's just for that part. Okay. And again, I'm just double checking to make sure I didn't miss things here. Because I haven't figured out how to not do this quest in a bad way. Alright, so here's the Lord of the Castle.
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out. The menials have all rebelled. They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said, and true enough, they're foul inside and out. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Morne won't hold much longer. Take this, by way of apology.
Alright, so menials, that's what they're called.
Now then, away with you. Now then, away. You no reason to risk your neck dawdling here, eh?
Alright, so Irina's the NPC I skipped, and she basically gives you a letter to deliver to him. And if you do that and talk to him, the only outcome I've had is that then you return to Irina and she's dead. And then when I return to him, he's disappeared. And that doesn't matter if I get the sword he's talking about, or at least I believe he's talking about, or not. So that's why I skipped talking to her this time, is I want to see if maybe if I finish this castle first, maybe I can change the outcome. And now I can wield my ultra great sword I want to get. Also, apparently there's a dungeon around here. So I'm gonna look for that real quick. So this is according to, hold on. Let me read it. According to Jeremy Brett, it's a dungeon close to where the sorcerer is, almost underneath the church. I don't think I've ever found this dungeon, so this is actually going to be new for me. If there is one here, so that's actually really interesting to me. So, sorry about the detour, I just, like, holy crap, is this something new that I didn't know? Okay, so I'm just going to hug the wall here of the Witchbane runes and see. He said it's almost underneath the church, so, yeah, that'd be shocking to me. It's just like, again, another crazy thing that I didn't even know existed, I guess. Yeah, it's nice when, I've been doing some of the stuff people tell me about off-game when I'm not playing it, just so you guys don't have to just, like, watch me look for things. I wonder if it's by going down the beach, so I'm gonna try that, actually. I guess it makes sense. The Weeping Peninsula, it seemed like there had to be more things here than there have been, that I found at least. But I really thought I checked out this beach on my own before and didn't see anything, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry for just leaving Castle Morne. What I might do if I don't find this in just a moment is just go right back to Castle Morne and finish up. Or see if I can, because this is actually really late for me at this point, to be honest. Okay. Wasn't finding it there. Wait, let's go get those items, though, and see what those are. I don't want to drive you guys crazy about that. Golden Rune 2. Okay. And I guess I'll hop back up at this point. and do a little more searching. Yeah, so I didn't care about that because it was just a fiery one. And yeah, now we're just back at that. So I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I guess I'll just keep wrapping around and see if I find anything, but if not, then I'm gonna travel right back. So it's very possible there is, and I just don't know where the opening is. But again, I don't want to just be like searching for this opening this whole time. So wait, is that it up there? I think that might be it. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Holy crap! I did not know about this. Damn. All right. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that, Jeremy Pet. I think I said the wrong last name before. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Jeremy Pet. Tombsword Cave. Wow. It's like unbelievable that there's like another thing that I haven't found. This game is so insanely big. It's wild. All right. Well, anyways, that said, let's start combing this catacomb or this cave and see what we can find here. And oh, great. Is that poison? Because it looks like poison to me. Yes, it is. All right. About time for a poison cave. Thanks, Miyazaki. So excited. What I could do to try to offset this is finally start crafting some of these that you see. The only problem is I don't have very many herbas. Okay, at least I got a couple of them. So for the time being, I'm just gonna chill on it because I'll just get poisoned a lot anyways. And I'm just gonna try to fully explore the dungeon without wasting those because I don't have many of them, and just heal when I have to, because poison's pretty slow in this game. Eventually you're gonna get rot, which is basically like bad poison. It's like the real poison in this game is rot, and rot will take down your health really, really quick. Alright, so some fur calling finger remedies. I did see that cave that way, but I'm gonna try this one first because this is totally new to me. Oh. Hope I didn't miss anything by dropping down there. This looks like the way back up actually, so I'm gonna try this way just to see if I can find that. Yeah, big rats are big in this game, but they're usually not scary because you can stun them so easily, at least with the swords I'm using. Alright, more poisoning blooms, so too bad I don't have very many herbas. Alright, some cave moss, and ooh, look, a special item. And some poison guys. My fave. Arteria leaf, alright, sure. I'll take it. I'll take that Arteria leaf. Actually, oh, you know what the nice thing is now? And Miranda powder is because I had the healing thing where I slowly heal. That's actually going to take effect. I'm gonna see if I can find the Miranda powder really quick and kind of like cancel each other out. Throughout history, perfumers have prized this extremely fragrant form of Miranda pollen not yet scattered into the air. Perfumers we're gonna meet later on. They're pretty much exactly as the name would suggest. So they used to be royal perfumers who created perfume in the land, and then during the war they pretty much discovered how to turn their perfume into weapons and create like horrendous perfumes that killed people. So that's pretty much what everyone uses now, that they developed during the war, are these horrendous I'm going to kill everything perfumes. Alright, so this is the other cave, as I kind of predicted in a way, except for now I'm not sure which way to go. I guess I'll keep going to the left here, and once once I finish going left, I'll try the other route again. Oh, there's the boss. Okay, never mind. I take it back. We're gonna finish exploring the other way first, and then we'll go ahead and take on the boss. It's just too bad that, I hadn't gone fully this route. Because, you know, now I gotta, like, I'll probably be out of my constant heal. By the way, something interesting you can find, and I don't remember where it is, but it's definitely later in the game, is you'll find an item that... Hold on. Alright, there we go. You'll find an item that you can put into your Wondrous Physic that makes it so while the effect is lasting, if you die, you don't lose your runes. So it's kind of like good to use before you run into a boss chamber or before you're going to do some weird platforming in the game. Nomadic Warrior Cookbook 8. Alright, so I'm going to... Oh, I can't warp. I forgot. I was going to go ahead and just warp right back and be like, screw it, you know. Just warp back. Take care of the... Just sit and rest, but I forgot that in a dungeon you can't. That's okay. If I die, at least it's an easy run back. And right now my healing's working. I mean, I could use my poison thing, but you know what? Let's live on the edge a little bit. Because who knows? Maybe the boss chamber is going to have poison anyways. I went the wrong way. Plus, I'm going the wrong way and still walking on poison. Alright, what you gonna be? Oh, it's just one of these flowers. Miranda the Blighted Bloom. Miranda... Oh, so when we get one of those Miranda things, is it just based on one of these flowers? Or is, like, Miranda the name somehow of this... a person who got turned into it? I'm guessing it's just what these flowers are called now, are Miranda flowers, but that's new to me. I didn't know that. Yeah, so basically when I'm poisoned with these guys, I kind of just say screw it. They're not that scary anymore. It's like, alright, if they poison you, who cares? You're already poisoned, right? So hopefully that's what it decides to do to me here, is like shoot at some poison. Or just keep on bashing its head into the ground. I mean, I'm fine with that too. Alright. I did not know they were going to make those a boss. Viridian Amber Medallion. Oh, I found a plus one of these. I was wondering where the original was. And now I know. Alright, great. Well, thanks for that. I appreciate the heads up on where that dungeon was. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Viridian Amber Medallion real quick. Okay. A medallion with Viridian Amber inlaid boosts maximum stamina. The Retree's old sap becomes amber, treasured as the most precious of jewels in the age of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. Yeah, I was just realizing I'm still poisoned. Sorry for leaving that. Okay, anyways. A primordial life energy resides inside. And just another thing about how powerful the Erdtree is, I suppose. I don't know if there's really much else to glean from that at the moment. And I doubt doing that progresses the storyline in here, but if I'm wrong, you guys can let me know, I suppose, but I'd highly doubt that. Alright, so let's start going down here and making our way over to get the prized sword of Castle Morne, which is really our goal at the moment. And it's a pretty badass sword, if I do say so myself. We're going to want to drop down this way eventually, by the way. I guess I want to do it now, because I could drop down right now or there, but there's actually nothing interesting over there. So that drop over there is actually going to take me to the exact same spot that this is going to, except for that you get an extra item for going this way. So for going this way, you actually get a stone sword key. Meanwhile, the other route is just... It's kind of just a quicker way down, I suppose, and into a dungeon thing, which we're going to see in a moment here. I don't actually know why these guys are crying like this, basically. I mean, I think at this area they've won, so I'm not sure why they're doing that, which you'll see right here. Yeah, so see this area right there? That is the drop down that we saw earlier. That gate right there is that drop down that I was looking down at. So, pickled turtleneck, and here we go. This guy was someone who lived in the castle before. Please help me, I'm of noble blood. If those hideous mongrels eat me, I'll be forever marred. Anything but that, please. Think of the disgrace. I forgot about this guy. I'm not even... Wait a second. I was like, I'm not even gonna worry about it, but then I realized that I think they're weak to flame. It's just like, it's so annoying trying to attack them and kill them with your normal strikes, because it takes a while. But, you know what? I'm cool with the flame version. Alright. But really not much reason to, unless you really want those runes, just because, I don't know, they take a while to kill. Alright, so eventually we're going to want to drop down to the left there, but first we're going to get the item at the top of that tower, which I believe is a talisman, if I'm remembering correctly. And we find another one of the Begottens. And of course I rolled early because, you know, that's what I do. Me, the only early roller. And that time I was late. Oh, how, damn it. At least, wait, you know what? I mean, yay, I did this totally on purpose. This was totally on purpose, guys. I'm just throwing that out there. I wanted to show off what I was telling you guys about this jump, actually. So you're welcome for taking the sacrifice, the time, and making myself look embarrassing when really it was all a ploy just to show you guys this. You're welcome. I do what I can, you know? I do what I can. I don't ask for much, except for applause and love. Nope. Oh my god! Why can't I read his wind-ups ever? I mean, I'm sure it's just like... it's not really the wind-up I have to read, it's when he starts swinging his hand forward. And there I did it early again, I just lucked out on the timing. Gonna give me a drop? Gonna give me a drop? No. Alright. Doesn't matter. Really, my goal was to climb up here anyway, so how about that? How about that? How about that? And let's go find the item. Give me my talisman. Twin blade talisman. Alright, let's go to that. I keep on going the exact long way around. Alright, twin blade talisman. Alright, a talisman depicting a twin blade and a confessor, which is in the background there, enhances the final hit ending of a chain of attacks. The twin blade technique is a tradition of the confessors who closely guard the secret of how they preserve the momentum of their attacks. Thus is the final strike of their onslaught all the more deadly. Alright. I've tried hitting all the walls here, and there's nothing there. Just so you guys are aware. So I have tried that in the past. There are illusory walls in this game, and I think I mentioned that last episode, but they're a little more rare in scope of the game. It's not like they're all over the place. But the fact that you do find them occasionally means you do have to be aware of looking out for them still. Even though they aren't that frequent, they're frequent enough, I'd say, that, you know, you should have your eyes open for them. A tarnished golden sunflower. No, I'm gonna take a look at that because I never did. Might as well. And there's really not much reason to get this, honestly. I don't know why they put that there. But whatever. Tarnished golden sunflower. I know I picked these up before but didn't look at them. A large flower that blooms facing the Erd tree. Material used for crafting items found near minor Erd trees. Though wilted and faded, it still retains holy essence. This one isn't facing an Erd tree, so I'm honestly not sure why that one was growing where it was growing, because it was kind of facing out that way. But yeah, I don't get that. This seems like a weird item placement to me. All right, once we drop down here, we're gonna get yet another Site of Grace. Not Shrine of Grace like I like to say, but Site of Grace. Except for there's a bunch of rats down here that you gotta watch out for. So, Smithing Stone 2. Nice. And basically my goal here is going to be to find the exit and just roll out immediately, so I don't get ambushed by all the rats in here. And then I can take on the rats. Yo, rats. Well, that didn't do anything. I thought I'd give it a shot. I was curious to see if that did like some nice area damage to them, but not really. Actually, this is having trouble getting through the door. You through? Okay. Alright, looks like another one of these guys. And I don't think there's going to be anything that drops down on me in here. The whip. Another fun, interesting, different item. Alright, so let's see if there's anything that it has to tell us. A leather whip, not originally used for combat, but as an instrument of pain. Oh, though supple attacks cannot be thwarted by parrying or even guarding, it is incapable of dealing critical hits. That's interesting, but it is nice that you can't parry it. So, you know, mad props to you, whip, for not being parryable. And let me rest at this Site of Grace. Thank you, Site of Grace. Okay. More of them winning over here. If you want to go straight to the boss, it's easy enough. Just drop down and roll right here. You don't have to do this that I'm doing right here at all, except for this one item. And you do have to fight a couple of these guys. I think there's actually 2 of them in this spot. Oh, never mind. I guess I was wrong. It's a flying guy. Flying ass. Alright, throwing daggers. Yeah, really not worth it, I don't think. Because honestly, like, as far as I'm aware, that's all that's over there. There's really no reason at all to attack the jellyfish. So, yeah, I'm not going to. Around the left side of the castle, though, to there, as you can see, there is an item. So we're going to go for that. And I think the right side might have something as well. Also, I think a crab pops up here. So whenever you see crabs, you know that there's probably a crab pop up around there. Let's just grab these. Fire arrows. Crabs are tough. No bad timing for me. Kita, bad timing. What are you doing? Yeah, there's like an area later in the game where I had to fight a bunch of crabs, and they were just wrecking me. I mean, I was figuring them out, but, you know, sometimes these environmental creatures actually can be pretty tough when they make them have a huge amount of health and need to fight. Other thing I'm going to do as well... Yeah, actually, never mind. You know what? Actually, I will do it. I was going to say, other thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and warp back to my site of grace to get full health. The reason I'm going to do it, and I changed my mind after saying I wasn't, is just because beside the Rampart jail... Oh, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. That was a jail to the right there. Right there. Anyways, the reason I'm doing this really is just to show how easy it is just to make the boss run here. So there you go. Just drop off the bridge, and bam, you made it to the boss, which is going to be another Miss Begotten behind there. If I remember, I think, actually, maybe that's not what it's called. It is, Leonine Miss Begotten, so basically like the big boss version of one of these Miss Begottens. The nice thing, though, is I can actually stun him pretty well with this weapon that I have, except for when he does that stomp attack that automatically boosts their poise. But, yeah. This weapon's pretty damn good against them, just for that reason. Also, he has an attack right there that can reach you pretty fast, so... Uh-oh. I kind of just, like... Yeah. I was hoping, I was playing a little poorly, to be honest, because I was hoping to stun him. Because once you stun him, it's just over for him, but... Yeah, I was being too, what's the word? Not cautious? I guess that's, now that I think about it, I could have just not warped at all. Just to, I don't know. Just to, in case I died and been like, there you go, that's how you do the shortcut. After I get this sword, I'm going to go ahead and run back up to the general and talk to him again. Just to see. And then that'll wrap me up, I think. The hard thing here is trying to get my stuff back. Alright. Oh, really? Really? Come on. There we go. It's funny how sometimes this guy is just like such a joke when you just keep on pulling off those things. And then other times, like, he'll give me trouble. Like, look at that. That was just like, because I was staggering him. I mean, that's not really fair, the fact I was able to stagger him like that. But anyways, got the Grafted Blade Greatsword back, which I believe is their, the special weapon here of the area. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I think this is the weapon that they were trying to protect. The Storied Sword of Castle Morne, a revenger's weapon, it is burdened with oceans of anger and regret. One of the legendary armaments. A lone surviving champion from a country now vanished was so determined to continue fighting that he claimed the swords of an entire clan of warriors and grafted them together. It's like the Game of Thrones sword, which is awesome. But you need 40 strength and 14 dex, both of which I don't have to use. But yeah, pretty damn awesome. Pretty crazy sword. So there you go. The Game of Thrones sword, ladies and gents. Makes me want to level up my dex one, to be honest. But I'm gonna go endurance right now, just so I can start building up the ability to use an ultra greatsword and have the and not have a fat slow roll if I do that. And yeah, I've looked back here and I couldn't find anything personally, so I don't know if there's anything else back here. It's kind of just the boss area. So what is it called? The Morne Moan Grave. All right, so let's go ahead and quickly run back to our boy, the general, and see if he's around, which I honestly don't know if he is. But I'm curious, because he disappears for you after you do that, at least for me. He disappeared after I talked to him, and then went and got it when I did the quest with Irina, his daughter. So I'm honestly not sure where he's at here. It'll be interesting to see. So we're going to be discovering this one together. So, because, hey, you know, I rescued the sword. That's part of why he was trying to hold out here. The thing is, if you do talk to him after, like, the first time I ever found him was after I found the sword and I talked to Irina's daughter, and he even said, like, I'm looking for the sword. And I had it in my hand, and it didn't continue the quest. And I don't know if that's something that might have been patched and it was supposed to happen. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. Alright, we're just gonna run through all of this because I do not care about any of you guys. I'm just trying to quickly do this so I can go to bed. It's late. But I had to get this Let's Play in. I'm trying my best to make this daily for you guys. He just went flying. That was awesome. Unfortunately, all I'm going to really be upgrading for a little while is endurance, so my weapon attacks won't be going up much until I get a different weapon, or I start upgrading to some +2 and 3. And why did you not die from that? That was weird. Ooh, okay. I almost thought I fell off to my death. That could have been great. Okay, I'm targeting the wrong thing. Yeah, I do target when I have to fight, like, these types of things. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys to fight. I really just don't care that much right now. I just want to see if this guy's here. He is. Okay, do we get any update?
Now then, away with you. You've no reason to risk your neck dawdling here, eh?
So, yeah, that doesn't do anything. I just don't know. Okay, I'm going to go rest here at the Bridge of Sacrifice, which is where Irina, his daughter, is. I'm not going to talk to her yet. I'm just going to call it here. And if you guys have any idea with this quest line, I'd honestly love to hear if you guys have any thoughts or you know anything I don't know. But, yeah, so Irina's down there, which is his daughter. And like I said, if you talk to her and then him and then go back to her, she's dead. At least that's my experience with it. So, anyways, that's going to be everything for this episode. I appreciate it, guys. Next time, unless there's something else I missed on the Weeping Peninsula I'm not aware of, I'm going to go ahead and head back up to Limgrave, and essentially we're going to start covering Stormhill Hill and doing this whole area, possibly some of this, and then eventually work our way into Stormvale Castle. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Later, guys. Peace.